My name is Gospel Victory, and I'm here to expose and disgrace the kingdom of darkness. Indeed, the God of this commission is great. There is God here. It all began when I was in JSS3. Okay. There, on my way going home one afternoon from school, I met this set of three girls. They used to be my friends before. Like, I saw them, I liked them, we became friends. But on this particular afternoon, we were going home, I was going home. They just blocked me. I was dating their boyfriend. So I was saying that I'm in JS3. Well, I cannot. They say I should define the word boyfriend. I cannot define it. And the person that they are talking about, I've not seen the person once before. So I was saying that I don't know what they are talking about. I've not seen the person. They didn't believe me. The two of them, they ganged up and beat me. They said that they will come again tomorrow and deal with me till I leave their boyfriend alone. So I went home. I was crying. When I got home, I think I fell asleep. I slept. In my sleep, some women, they came to me. They said that they want to be friends with me. That if they are friends with me, they'll protect me. So I just told them that, this is so personal. They said that they are going to be beating me every day in school. They said I'm not to worry, that they will follow me to school tomorrow and they will deal with the person for me. So in the morning, we went to school. I didn't know I was the only person seeing them. I thought every other person was seeing them. I didn't know that I was the only person seeing them. So they just asked me to point the girls and go to my class, that they would deal with the girls. So I just point the three girls and they said I should go to my class. I went to my class. Of the truth, they said that they would do with the girls, that they would not talk to me again. And they did not come and meet me again. Even till I left school, I did not see those girls again. Till now, I have not seen them. So after that, we became friends. I'll be seeing myself. So after that time, I always see them often. We'll play at the river bank. Any river bank.
You are not seeing the women.
Yes, I'll see them. We'll go to this Amupe Etiop, the river. We sit at the bank, we're playing stuff just like that. And after that time, I was not doing things I was not doing before. I was saucy, rude. I talked to my parents saying, yeah. If my mom just talked, I just shout at her. Even my daddy. I was not very rude. As in very, very, very rude. If you provoke me, so I just like, I'll slap you. I'll walk past you. I was very rude. Things I was not doing before, I was not doing it.
Things like what?
Like saucy, and I was rude. Then I started stealing. At a point, I followed my mommy to the market, Okrigwe market. I followed my mom to the market, and I picked something, onions. So, and everybody in the market, they knew my mom to be a pastor's wife. My father is a pastor. So we got home, and I was not feeling remorseful, like, everybody in the market knows that my mom is a pastor's wife. And now they were saying that, pastor wife, so they are picking, they do. So I was feeling remorseful. Like, my mom was not going to the market again because of what happened. So I was like, okay, this thing I did was bad. Let me just try my best and change. Those persons, those women, they came back again. They said that if I just decide to give them chance, I don't want to be friends with them again, they'll make my life miserable. They'll be framing me up for things that I did not do. Even if I do it, they'll still frame me up that I did it. Even if I don't do it, they'll frame me up that I was the one that did the thing. Sometimes it will happen. We'll be in a place like this. Something will get missing. I'm not the only person there, but they'll say it's me that took the thing. Of a truth, sometimes I don't take them. But sometimes, I hardly take. But majority of the times I was accused, I didn't take those things they said I took. It even got to the point that one time I was working in a POS shop. Somebody came, my boss friend, he came, gave me my boss ATM card. I said I should go and withdraw money for him. We were not having card that day, so I went to a nearby POS to withdraw for him. Not knowing that it was my boss ATM card. The following day I came to work, my boss was like, I stole money, because the total money I withdrew was 40,000 naira, charges from the account. That I stole the money. So they were saying that they should arrest me, they should arrest me, they should arrest me. My boss was not telling me that I've been working with him, that I've not picked a dime, That even money he gives me to eat lunch, I hardly use it. So he called me to a corner, was now asking me what happened. I was crying, so that I did not take the money. So one man said, since I don't want to admit, they should arrest me. They arrested me, they took me to the station. I stayed up to a week, if not 5 a week. I stayed in the station. I was not eating. I was just there. So they came to me and said that Shebi, they told me that they'll make my life miserable. That since I don't want to be friends with them, they'll go and make new friends. In my presence right before me, they went to meet some persons where I was. They were talking, like, it was formed like they were talking to the person. The person was smiling like they were making friends. Don't you want to make friends with somebody? So stuff like that. So when they were going, they came to me that they've made new friends. That I'll suffer here, that I'll die inside this place. Since I don't want to be friends with them. So they left. After everything, maybe God really loves me. Because throughout that, my stay in the police station, God was using people to help me out. Like some of the policemen, they'll buy me food. My IPO, I don't know how it's called. It will buy me food. Sometimes he'll take me from there. He'll take me somewhere to bathe. He bought me one gun to change. So I was just there. My parents, they weren't thinking that, this girl will eat. They were just running etta to look for money to bail me out. But God still used the IPO. He was the one that bailed me. On the bargain that I'll be paying 10,000 naira a month till I pay the complete 40,000 naira. So he paid me, we left. The first 10,000 to my daddy that paid. The second 10,000 I paid. Then the third one that I was supposed to pay 10,000, I was like, let me just pay this thing once and for all. So I paid 20K. And that was how they gave me my stuff they collected. That was how I left prison. But it didn't stop there. It got worse. Like, anywhere I was going, they were following me. Like, they were pursuing me. Like, they did not want to let me go. So they kept on doing things. Or accusation of accusation. So I just decided one day that, since that I'm not even doing all these things, that people are always accusing me that I'm doing it, let me just be doing it. That if they accuse me, it's no longer accusation, I did it. Since they are accusing me. So my mommy, they got worked up. My mommy took me to my grandmother's place. So my grandmother was like, that they shouldn't touch me, they should leave me. So they went and bought my clothes. I was still with my grandmother. She didn't tell me that, this thing is bad, don't do this thing. She did not even come in to sit me down and advise me. She just left me like, they didn't just tell her that I'm stealing. She didn't say anything. Then, if from bad to worse, from worst to worst, this was getting bad every day. So I was like, okay, the crew of people that I was working with, like Sons of God, the set of ministers that I was working with, they're not telling me that I'm not fit to be with them. That
The people that are saying you are not fit to be with them, what are the things they are doing?
they are ministers.
Ministers of what? What did they minister?
Like they are ministers of God. They minister
Okay,
in songs.
they are choirs.
Yes,
Group.
songs,
Okay.
yes. They said I was not fit to be among them. That I'm not among them. I can never be among them. So I was like, so they came to me and see that I'm the only friends that they have.
Which people came to you to say that?
You are the only friend.
The women that came to meet me in JS3, they said that I'm the only friends they have. And of it should I was
hold on.
saying.
Let me ask a question. Now, why did they have serious interest on you? Did they give you any position in their kingdom?
Yeah, I was their queen. I was their queen. So I agreed to be friends with them. Like, since nobody wants me, this person wants me. Let me just go along with them. And that was how everything changed. Then the stealing part stopped. But I was not dressing like, when you see this person, you say this person is a prostitute. That was how I was not dressing. I will leave the house, sometimes a week, a month, I'm not back. Sometimes I'll just wake up one morning. I won't tell my parents so. I'll just say it's like in the house that I'm traveling. And before you know it, before they come back the following day from work, I've left the house. A month, 2 months, 6 months. There was a time that I left my house. I went to rent house in Ogara. I stayed 6 months. I was staying with my friends. So they're coming around. They even gave me beads. They gave me beads to put on my waist. So I was wearing beads. Like, don't preach to me about Jesus. if not that particular period, then hey, your hand will be very tight. Like I slapped my dad a couple of times. That particular period in the house seems to be very tight. No money
Amen.
anywhere.
This slap that you slap your dad, is it a physical slap
spiritual
or
slap.
spiritual slap? Okay.
It's a spiritual slap. You won't feel it, but I've slapped you, and it needs to be tight.
So when you slap the person, what will that happen to the person?
If I slap you, you go broke, you get sick. They take you to the hospital. They won't know the cause of your sickness. They'll just put you there on drip. See, it will get a particular time, then it will all fade away.
But you said you slap your father. But your daddy is a pastor. How come you slap him?
He's a pastor, but there's a way we do it. Like, whatever he does doesn't have effect on me. Like, my daddy is a pastor. He really loves the things of God. Morning devotions, night devotions. It got to a point it was giving me headache. So, when they say morning devotion or night devotion, I'll blow sleep. Everybody will go and sleep. I'll just, everybody will go and sleep.
For those of you that does not like it, they are blowing breeze.
I'll just blow breeze. And the job he was working, like the type of job it does, it was very strenuous. Like all this concrete work. He does it. And coming back, even if he's tired, he will still want to pray. I'll be like, Alpha guy, go and sleep. And everybody will go and sleep. My mommy was into selling of food stuff. Some persons there, they know my mom. She sells rice, gari, plantain, yam. There's nobody that don't buy those stuffs from her. But I was part of what made the business crumble. So I took each of everything she was selling, I took from there and took it underwater. I didn't know it was going to make the business crumble. It was now that I realized. I didn't know. They just said that I should bring from the things she's selling, and I did. And that was how my mommy business just stopped. And we go about possessing people. We'll come to your dream, we'll give you food. So you are eating fried rice and chicken, but to her, you might be eating nails, beans, millipedes, rats, snakes. Name them. That's what you are eating, but to you are eating rice. But to us, you are not eating rice. Then,
So what will now happen after the person finish eating?
okay, when you get possessed, it's a group by group. We have children, we have teens, we have youth, and the elderlies. From the teens to the elderlies, after possessing, there are people around there that will just be telling you what to do, like the way that a teacher teaches a child to grow. They'll be teaching you how to grow in the kingdom of darkness. Then for the children, we allow them, after possessing them, we just leave them. They'll get to a stage before we start teaching them. But for that moment, we just leave them, allow them grow to a certain stage before we leave them. And also, beads. Okay, you might be buying, I'm saying this, please, for many of us that like beads. I like beads a lot. I can wear 100 on my waist. I like them. But to us that will go to the market and buy beads, we might be looking at it like, it's honorary, we bought it with our money. But it gives us easy access to possess you. Beads, leg chains, beads on the hand, it gives us access. That's why you see majority Igbe persons, they wear it. It gives us easy access to possess you. So for young ladies that like wearing beads, be careful. If it's not beads blessed to you in the church, that if it's not beads they prayed on in the church and give to you, don't wear it. And they made them like something. You see it physical. They come this way and sell it. It's all for the kingdom of darkness to grow. Just like you guys go out for evangelism, we go out. Go out and possess people.
Okay, now let me ask a question. You were saying those women. But you do go to churches.
I don't go to churches. They tell me where to go and where not to go. Pastors to come in contact with and pastors not to come in contact with.
So when you were coming to this church, what happened?
They told me not to come.
Why?
That I will see, that I will come in contact with person that I'm not supposed to see. And also that they will start condemning. Because when they tell me that if you go to this place, they'll condemn you. I hate condemnation. If they tell me that if you go this way, they'll condemn you. I'm not going again.
So they told you if you come here that
they will condemn me, and I'll meet somebody I'm not supposed to meet. That person will give me something I don't want.
Who is the person?
You.
Okay.
So I did not want to come, but I don't know. But because Candy said I was among his ushers, and I like that guy, I didn't want to disappoint him because he said I was among the ushers. So I just, okay, let me come. It's like every normal program. I will just come and go.
Emmanuel. So you've been going to different programs in different churches before with him?
Yes, I've been going.
Okay. So when you were coming here, they said you should not come here.
That I shouldn't come here.
So when you came, what now happened?
Okay, when I came to the church, there was this hall where like they were standing at the gates, close to the gates. They didn't come this way. They said that I should come inside, get my bag, and let's start going home.
Why are they not coming inside?
I don't know why they didn't come inside, but probably maybe the fire around the church premises is too much. So they asked me not to come. But I got to the church. They said that Candy is calling me. So I went to meet Candy. He sent me to go and do something. I was going when I saw the pastor of this church coming in. And I hid him. If you need to see the way I looked at him. Because when he was coming, they were telling me that, look at the person, look at the person, look at the person. The person has come. The person that said that we said that it will give you what you don't want. Look at the person. I just turned and hiding. But instead of him to be like, why you eyeing me? Stuff like that. He just smiled and walked past me. So they were saying, let's go. But at that point, I could not move. It was like my feet was rooted on the ground. I could not move. So I was telling them, let's just go with the flow. It's like every other program. They're even telling me that, don't pray, be praying that nothing should happen to you, nothing should happen. I was like, I've not been praying. Why would I not start praying that nothing should happen with me, to happen to what wants to happen to me? So I was just there. I was standing here as the usher, but they moved me to the back. So I went to the back to sit down. I was just sitting down. But in the middle of the program, I don't know what happened. All I remember was that I woke up from the
Okay, now what is your advice to the people watching you all over the world and to girls of your age and mothers and fathers who are listening to you?
My advice to people watching me is this. Be prayerful. Hold God tight. And please, have a mother and father relationship with your children. Because my parents, when they first asked me what was happening, I told them that, like, they asked me what happens that makes you pick. I told them that I was hearing voices that would just say, take this thing, take this thing, take this thing. But they didn't believe me. Instead, they said that I was doing it on purpose. That I was doing that what they said. I hated them. It made me hated my parents. So my advice is, have a this mother parents relationship with you. Like, once in a while, gather your children around, talk. Because assuming my parents, they were like, really wanted to know what was happening with me. Maybe I would have opened up and told them, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm experiencing. But they didn't. So that was how it got worse, and I hated my parents. It was recently that I am not talking to my parents. I will wake up in the morning, I will not greet anybody. And you cannot ask me, why do you not greet? You cannot. You cannot ask me. So that's my advice. Please, as a mother, as a father, have a good relationship with your children. That's my advice for everybody here.